All right, I did a video on replacing the display in my Keithley 2015 with a LED display, and that's looking really nice. A lot of these vacuum fluorescent displays get dim with time, whether you use them or not. And I have a counter that is quite dim now. I didn't quite notice it. I don't use it that often. The last time I turned it on, it was quite dim. So the folks at this company here, MIT sent me another display. This one is for the counter, so we will put a new display in the counter, LED display. Comes with instructions and everything, so yeah, good deal. So, and really reasonably priced, I think. So let's get to it. All right, here's some instructions on, these look like they're copied out of the Keysight manual here. How to remove things. So you remove the handle, remove the bumper. Let's see if we can pull the bumper off here. There we go. And now it looks like an old instrument. This is how they used to be, without the bumper on. They actually stack better this way. Maybe I'll leave off the bumper when I put it back in there. They stack better. And there's a bumper in the back. Let's see here. Front bezel. I don't think we need to do the back one. Let's see here. Okay. Disconnect the flat cable, which has a display, blah, 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 blah. Let's get something to keep the parts in. All right, here we are inside. A little bit dusty because the fan on these things run all the time. Is that on camera? Yeah, so there's an aftermarket supply in here, and that's the counter over there. There's not much inside this thing, just one narrow board. And then there is a daughter card over here, which is the option for the channel 2, which is this goes to 1.5 gigahertz. So anyway, there is a ribbon cable here that goes to the front panel, and then it goes onto the board over here. So we will take that off over here, and now that's loose. And now this needs to come off. And now let's take a look at the board here. Change the camera a bit. All right. How does the board come out? Looks like it's just kind of clipped in there. We need to just kind of pry it out. All right, there is the culprit. But, yeah. All right, I'm gonna get my desoldering tool out. bigger tip. I don't know if I have a tip that big. We might have to use a solder sucker on those. I don't like the way this has the indicator light. The indicator light is on right now, meaning that it's not ready. Oh, and it just went off. When it's off, it means it's hot. So yeah, go figure. All right. Frames are out. Oh, one frame left. Come on, there we go. All right. There we go. So the new display will go in there, but we have to solder 2 wires down to control the LED. This is just a dry run. We have to do something before this. All right, so that's what will happen. This will go on here. But these 2 wires, red and black, need to solder into the board. All right, so we need to make sure it's all nice looking. And the thing to do is to do a couple pins here first and get this lined and then do the other side. So we will do that. We will do that. All right, so now we have 4 corners soldered down. Make sure the red wire's out of the way. Let's tuck him under. I like to use ethanol. It dissolves solder or rosin a little bit better than isopropyl. Seems to dry a little cleaner, not as sticky. Right. These just pop in. That looks fine. I think we should be able to power it up before we put any screws into it. See what it looks like. All right, power on. Look at that, very nice. That looked pretty good. Let's see here, where's the menu or do something. Frequency, oh yeah, there we go, frequency 1, frequency 2. Yeah, look at that, beautiful display. Yes, yes indeed. All right, let's button it up. Okay, this is where my counter lives, and I didn't show me putting it back in the rack here or in my shelf, but there is an external frequency input which is from my rubidium. So I run this off my rubidium standard. So there's a 10 megahertz rubidium that comes in the back, and things are just warming up. This is the thing that's drifting right now. I just turned them on. So you can see the difference in displays, right? You can see that this one is super dim, and this display was half the brightness of this display. This display looked good compared to what that one used to be. Let me go ahead and turn the Keithley on because it's got a brand new, pretty new, yeah, see how bright it is? So that's what the display should look like when they're new. They should be nice and bright like that. So this one is like full brightness, and this one's like a third of that, and then this was a half of that. So this one needed replacing, and I do like the readability now. I can actually see it. So there you go. Now I've got a blue one there, and I got a blue one there. Looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good. I have to say that I do prefer the vacuum fluorescence. I really do like the vacuum fluorescence better. And if there was an easy way to get replacements, I would do that. And in the case of my 3441 voltmeter. You can find replacements for that, and so I did get a replacement for that. This one, a gracious viewer sent me a replacement for this display, so I guess you can get spare parts from Keithley. Not sure about that one. I haven't seen any for that one yet. But yeah, there we go. Looks very, very nice. I like it.